Hello, children of the corn. So today I'm going to talk about a really important topic, and I want to start a viral trend. Now, hear me out. It's not some stupid viral trend to like eat Tide Pods. I want to get this trending, and I will hope that others will help me. Tell one grandparent a day. Now, what does that mean? The other day I'm walking through this supermarket. I'm hearing a call on speakerphone, and it's one of those like calls that are automated, and I see this little old lady, like holding up the phone to her ear, and it's saying,
Social Security number on an immediate basis. The moment you receive this message, call us back on 7. Now, if I don't hear a call from you, we will have to issue an arrest warrant under your name and get you arrested. So, get back to us as soon as possible. Thank you.
And I thought to myself, oh my God, I have to tell this lady that it's a scam, So I'm a big fan of Kip Boga, Jim Browning, Scam Baiter. And I told her in Spanish, I said, no señora, eso es de mentira, cuelgue. So like hang up, that's fake, turn that off. They are trying to scam you. So yeah, the old lady tells me, oh my God, I was listening to it and I thought I was going to be arrested. And I told her, no ma'am, you're not. And you see, the thing is that these are particularly heinous because they use that whole you're going to be arrested to get people to call them back right away. Plus, it's Social Security. Remember, a lot of old people have Social Security disability or payments or whatever it's called. I don't know, I'm not old enough. They call back right away because they're like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my benefits. I'm going to lose my retirement money. And I thought to myself, make a video and I would tell other people to tell their grandmas. But it wouldn't even go there. It would go beyond. It would be like people telling people's grandmas. And I figure if we could tell one grandma a day, just one, then those grandmas could tell other grandmas, and they could tell other grandmas. And by the time you know it, we've got like a whole worldwide phenomenon where there's no more grandmas falling for scams. How amazing would that be? See, because the only reason that grandmas right now fall for scams is because they don't watch Kip Boga, they don't watch Scam Baiter, they don't watch YouTube for the most part. I mean, I know some grandmas do, but for the most part, most grandmas don't do that. And those people don't know, so they'll call back. My goal is to tell one grandma a day. I want to get this trending. Listen, I don't even care if you tag me. I'm not even on social media except for YouTube. And my account is demonetized. So I'm not getting anything out of this. I just want this to happen because I don't want any more old people getting scammed. If I can get all of the grandmas in the world to hang up those calls and block those numbers, then I think I will have done something positive in my life. Like literally, I think I can die happy. Would you get this trending for me? Stop taking those calls. Stop calling those numbers back. Stop getting scam baited. Would you make the pledge? Would you do this with me? There's no money involved. All you have to do is share this video with your friends and tell them about this. In fact, you don't even have to share the video. Just tell people about it. I personally, my old parents, my grandparents passed away, but you still have yours. You need to tell your grandparents about this. Tell one grandma, tell your friends' grandmas, tell your I don't know, whoever's grandmas you see on the street. I can just imagine people randomly like running up to people and be like, hey, don't take those calls. Now, if you don't want to show them a video, show them, any pictures, anything that you can possibly use as a show and tell to explain to them. Hang up the call, block the number. Teach them how to do this. Teach them to not call back. to not press 1. Help old people not get baited. I think it's like $3 billion a year. When your statistics are on point, booyah! It's really kind of cute because the lady was actually really grateful. And she's like, she said it in Spanish, of course, but she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I didn't know. And there was a gentleman next to me that was saying, you know what? I knew this, but he was a little bit younger than her. He looked like he was in his 50s or 60s. So he knew what's up, but she looked like she was in her 70s or 80s. So I think that's our target demographic. I think the baby boomers kind of have the gist, although I would tell those too. So like if they're in their 50s and 60s, I would tell them anyways. I would even tell people who are 40s and 30s, because some people just honestly don't know about this stuff. They don't watch these videos. Be sure to get the word out in any way you can to anybody that you can. And I think that if we just tell a grandparent a day, we will have solved $3 billion worth of problems at this point, right? So these are the most common tactics: phishing emails, Microsoft support scams, typo squatting, filling out the bogus forms online, and the gift card scams. I think with those, we could cover a really big margin of error here. So I hear you saying, what the hell is typo squatting? Well, it's when you use, for example, www.aa.com, just looking at the first example. But instead of saying www.aa.com, they put it all together where the subdomain and the domain are all together to make it look like it is separated. And with that, they actually mess up a lot of people and they make them go to bogus fake sites. So as you can see here, where they're showing you that the protocol is the HTTP, which should always say HTTPS, and then it has to have that subdomain dot the main domain, then .com. If you see anything different than that, it is not the domain that you're looking for.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
So as you can see, this one also is a pretty good example. It's got the S. The first one has the S, so that's a secure one. The second one does not have the HTTPS. And then the third one doesn't have the HTTPS, has some bogus subdomain, has some bogus domain, and has some bogus .com. So it's an IO, which usually doesn't have to mean that it's bogus. But in this case, Cloudflare only has a .com, so it is a bogus domain. So the IO necessarily doesn't have to be that, but it could be. To also put in link a SoundCloud that I have where I have been collecting these ridiculous messages, the one about the car warranties, the one about the FBI, the one, whichever one calls me, I just save them to my phone. I upload them to SoundCloud. It is the weirdest SoundCloud ever, but they're all there. So I'm doing this extra part because my mom, who is a grandparent, by the way, she's a grandmother to my daughter, she goes, so if you tell a grandparent a day, we'll keep the scammers away. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom, that is so amazing. She's so awesome. So yeah, if you tell a grandparent a day, you'll keep the scammers away. Oh, that's so awesome, isn't it?